And we are on to the action. Skipping knife round, going straight into the pistol. It is going to be Recon5 on the CT side, and Morning Light looking to shine us and enlighten us on how their offense is going to be going down. But as of right now, it's looking like a meat grinder out in mid. Neptune, along with his teammates, are just slaughtering Morning Light. And it's early day here in Recon5. They put one on the board. Clean, quick, nasty.
Gee, those kills from Neptune was filthy. The one tap of the guy mid, then one tap of the guy jumping up, disgusting. Morning Light full save, and it's already gunfights they're losing. But hey, early days, I bet they've moved on from the previous Inferno. But it's not like they're playing an easier opponent. And there we have it. Just push down Banana, take the fight. Reality will fall. Rat's gonna push up through the nades, but they hurt, and they actually trade out okay.
Yeah, how does that...
Oh.
I did not expect this round to be a 2v2. I'm not going to lie. It seemed like everything was going extremely well for Recon 5, but somehow we find ourselves in a predicament here. Neptune's found the objective of the round. Unfortunately, Rec does not have any health points to defend himself, and it is all down to Wrath. P250 in hand, MP9 on the back. He's up against two healthy armored players, and Neptune repositioning already all the time. He can just... Oh, that is so unlucky. If you... Oh, there's just... There it is. Sorry.
What a interesting start. Morning Light will be buying here. Some players light on utility. Rico will have none. I have a feeling he'll downgrade to the Galil. No. He's going to stick with the AK. Kind of surprising, because I feel like even if you're, you know, you want a little bit of utility, even if it is just one flash, two flashes. Not the case. Early nade. Jet just going to be off the market towards middle. Morning Light going to wait out the banana nades, and Jazz Pimp doesn't want them to. His deep nade and spray will connect. Tex hopefully can find a refrag. Catches Neptune sleeping in towards Boiler. Now he has to run through a molly. Jet separates him. Gonna go ahead and smoke this out. Trying to get the AK perhaps. There's the flash. Wants to upgrade his weapons. And he's waiting, because he doesn't want to make noise too soon, Roy. Morning Light now. It's crazy how they go from advantage to disadvantage just like that. Recon 5 prodding from every angle.
And Jet kind of exposing himself to unfavorable engagement, but luckily Reality as well as Jazz Panther, they're not really willing to let go of that control of that advantage. But Rec has gone out to mini-pit, the headshot angle, the extremely dangerous position here for Recon 5. They can't clear him out well, but actually it might not even matter, because they've eliminated Rico to support here for Rec, and he's now stuck on the A site. He has the bomb, luckily. We'll plant it. And both Carson and Reality have repositioned themselves, and Carson will not give a chance here for Rec. Set himself up in a strong position, and they're just going to take the fight straight to him. And they're up 3-0, and the BM has already begun.
Yeah, I didn't know. See, back when I used to be a little bit more involved as a coach, right, having to engage with these players, you know, to plan scrims and just get a taste of their personality. You know, maybe I ask a couple of my players to carry me to A, you know, level 10 on Face It. You know, it happens. You happen to play some of these players. I didn't know or don't know the rivalries anymore, Roy. I feel so far out of the loop. And maybe this is one of them. I do love a good rivalry.
I love a rivalry as well. Carson has a lot of rivals. Literally everyone is Carson's rival. So he's doing it right somehow. Or wrong. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see how it plays out. But as of right now, Recon 5 have set themselves up nicely here for the potential fourth round. But X is drive-by Carson out of the server. And now they're looking to transition quickly on that B side. As soon as that smoke booms, they are going to make their way on it. Reality is here inside new box. But the player that just rotated, Jasmine, has no flashes for him. Gun out here for Reality. He finds one, but not quite the second. As it is the advantage here maintained for Morning Light, as well as the bomb now being planted.
I'm calling this right now. I was watching Tex in the previous match. He was one-tapping people all over the place, Roy. He is fresh and ready to hold on to this site. AK, 2 kills already. Jitter's going to peek first. Jet's gone. Can Jitter win the second fight? Neptune, yes he can. Tex swinging, and you can just see his spray is controlled. I'm telling you, Tex is in the zone, and that is scary.
Yeah, Tex is actually an insane player. Big fan. And unfortunately, with that loss, Recon5 have lost any sort of opportunity to get their economy rolling, Keith. It's now actually a struggle. They're going to go for the full buy here, as it is their economy in the double reset territory. All CZs. 5.7s, a single MP9 for Jazzpimp, a kit here as well. I like to set up here. They're forced to look in two separate directions with no support whatsoever, so they go 2 for 1. I'm not a businessman, Keith, but 2 for 1, never a good trade.
Now Jitter's cleaning out the site. Reality's rotating. Jazzpimp's next up, and he's gone. We'll deal with him. And Carson next. Boom. Morning Light, they take the BM in stride, Roy. They win 2 rounds back-to-back in a row, and now it's their turn to shoot the eco bodies of Recon5. Morning Light have done it. They've run it back, and I have a feeling we're in for one interesting inferno.
Yeah, I think so as well. This round is not going to be so interesting. It's going to be the full save here for Recon5, or yeah, for Recon5, excuse me. Rain is blanking. Lots of Counter-Strike being watched and commentated.
Very true.
But right now, Recon5 are all stacked, all 5 here on the B side. I think Jitter may have just spotted somebody's shoulder on towards Coffin.
Oh.
Maybe not actually. I mean, they're going straight to the stack. This is actually incredibly dangerous here for Morning Light. Reality now trying to secure a kill, but unfortunately Jitter and Wrath will close this one down. Things are tied up, 3-3. Back on the buy here for Recon5. And Morning Light have somehow found a way to swing this game massively back into their favor here, with Rico sitting at 10,000. Jitter's over that 10,000 mark. And everyone is sitting pretty.
Yeah, they have money, they have control, and they have the opening picks. What's going to be the change from Recon5? It's going to be fighting back towards Banana. Tons of utility smoke. Tex leading the way. He's going to be the first to fall by Carson. Top of the logs and sandbags, getting to the USP. Finally shut down by Rec. The B site is open for this bomb to be planted. There's a late rotator in Neptune. A kit on Jet, double smoke, and a flash. But still 2 smokes left for the Morning Light players. This might already be impossible, actually.
Yeah, this situation is really uncomfortable. Couple smokes still available here for Rec and Rico. They can choke out CT spawn for quite a while, but instead of using their utility to hold site, they're instead going to push into backhauls, and they have completely yin-yanged here.
That timing was unreal.
Time is becoming a problem. Rico has been spotted. They're not entirely sure where Rec is. Now he strikes from behind, and Rico to eliminate Jet on the bomb. And Morning Light keeping the streak going, Keith. 2 players alive. Recon5 back on the eco. A potential 5th year on the board for Morning Light. And the day's looking pretty if you're Morning Light, Keith.
Morning Light, in theory, means the crack of dawn, Roy. So 5 more hours, or I think 5.5 more, and it would be Morning Light. But they're trying to get a early morning. Beautiful song by Gordon Lightfoot. Fun fact. Early morning rain as Morning Light look to take towards brackets, Roy. Recon5. Upgraded pistols, a mag 7. Not much punch into this round. They're going to give it a good swing. Reality down Banana. Honestly, well controlled with 50. Jitter just caught sleep with some utility. Jazzpimp. How is his USP getting? Don't tell me he gets 2 out of this. They're baiting for Neptune really well. No way. Neptune. Oh, he doesn't expect more. Has to double in on the site. This game is weird. I'm going to say game as a whole because I think it's going to continue at this wacky, interesting vibe we're getting.
Yeah, I don't think the brawls are going to end anytime soon. Okay. Yeah, these rounds are oddly expensive for Morning Light, but somehow they maintain a massive bank. Now we're back on the buy. This time, Recon5 has a better buy than they've had all game. They got the op for Jet, they have the M4, they have full utility. The only thing I'm seeing right now that no one has purchased is a kit. But these nades have destroyed Tex and Wrath early.
they're so low. That molly towards porch limits their options. Kind of funnels them towards arch. Is there going to be a flash over the top? It wouldn't hit Carson anyway. He's going to walk up. Tex going to take a drive. What a flick. Does he get them both? Oh, double entry from Tex. Absolutely filthy. Does he get this small pit player? Please don't let it be so. He is on a roll. There's 3 from Tex. What a clip. Does he know about the 4th? Rec apparently does. And Roy, it keeps going. They keep blowing my mind. They keep pushing my boundaries.
Jesus. There's some players who are just insanely fun to watch, and Tex is definitely one of them. Another one is Grim. I feel like every time I watch Grim, he's finding 30 bombs somehow. Madness. That is definitely trying to hold on to his up. Oh!
Aww. Wah, 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 wah. That's all I got on the soundboard, Roy.
I'll take it. Yeah, that was
Morning Light, though, I mean, building a bank, not letting Recon5 save anything. 6 rounds in a row. This Seaside is starting to bite a little bit. I don't think Recon5 are ready for this. It seems like Morning Light are warmed up. They started to warm up near the end of their previous Inferno match, but it was already too late, so I guess they kind of had a bit of a grudge. Not with Recon5 specifically, but the map. They wanted to prove that they can play it well.
I guess we're starting to get a response, right? We had a question earlier. We were wondering, did Morning Light evolve, grow from the last loss, or is it just going to derail and they're going to get PTSD'd? It seems like they've grown and evolved, Keith. Looking down the barrel of a potential 7th round here on the board. I don't think they'll be contested. But again, this map, at least in North American CS at this level, can be extremely T-sided. And if Recon5 hadn't thrown that first eco round, this might have been derailed completely. This might have been the reversal, if anything.
Whew, 7. Neptune being very optimistic that'll catch someone with the next 7. What? Hello? Don't tell me he gets wrapped. Dude. Roy, what? Dude, make it stop, Roy. Neptune has 3, and I'm at loss for words. I'm actually kind of sick to my stomach, if you want me to be blatantly honest.
And he's found a smoke. He choked them both out. Now they can get on the bomb. Neptune could just jump on the high ground here. You just have to stick the bomb. Reality, just go for the stick, man. Oh, the smoke missed. They weren't even able to stick that. Rico Tex, they push through together. They win the 2 versus 2. But Neptune really bought them a potential ticket to a finish there. But they couldn't quite finish it, Keith.
What was that first one? That was just...
Yeah, that was insane.
What is that?
I almost want a replay of that, but sure we'll be able to watch the replay after the match. Jesus.
Not a fan. Well, a fan, but also not a fan that it's possible for him to do that. Jet already gone. Recon5 taking risks now with run boosts, and it falls short. Right into the firing squad. Morning Light picking up the pace as Jazz Pimp on default, baiting for Neptune on the balcony. Can this be the round they convert? Shots through smoke seemingly say so. As Jazz Pimp waits for them to come through his smoke, one more to his resume. Can he find the other? Reality will steal it from him. Rico gets at least 1 for the road, but Recon5 get 4. Hey.
All right.
Just like that, it didn't even seem like they changed anything. It just Morning Light came to them in their setup.
Power of holding, huh? Now, it's still early days in this half, Keith. Yes, this is round 12, but, I mean, a lead is still within the realm of possibilities for Recon5. Although they let the momentum slip early, they seem to be back on track now. They got themselves double AKs, they got themselves full utility, they have the kits now. And it seems like they've finally given some respect to Morning Light. They're not completely just going insane and going hyper aggressive. For now, Morning Light are biding the time. They're taking slow map control with Halls starting, of course. Pretty standard business. And they're waiting for the smoke mid to start fading. The Molotov is perfectly placed. It'll push Jet back. You'll not be able to find anything going here. Now, I think Rek is hearing all this happening from Halls, so he could pounce at any time. So make sure Neptune is covering his back. And there it is. Jet finds the first. If Rek attempts to trade from Halls, he will be met with resistance as well. Okay. And it's going to be Jet just mowing them down. And Neptune, he's holding Rek down in Halls. He can't quite swing to find the trade. And Recon5, a 3-man advantage. Make that a 4-man advantage with Carson now on the flank, and it's all down to Rek. An impossible scenario, surely, especially now that they know where he is. With only 27 seconds left on the clock, Keith. I'm not really fancying his odds too much here.
Yeah, if he lives, they get a complete full buy. If he dies, they only get $1,900. It should be enough for tax. But would like to drop to him. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, you know what? My math's awful. They can still drop for everyone. They're fine. They're chill. No big deal. Might even include an op if they want it, but as we've talked about previous times on the show, being an effective T-side opper is extremely difficult. And if you already have 7 rounds on your T-side, why switch it up? Might as well keep the rifles going. Recon5, just get fed. Get fed the kills, all in towards Jet, in towards port. Is Morning Light gonna change something up? Gonna try to fight Banana early. They know the upside here. Gonna chase these players down. Rek wanting to keep this going, but having to pump the brakes a little.
Now this is just straight action, non-stop. They don't know what brakes are. He just foot on the gas as they look to overwhelm the B site, but it seems like they're having a hard time maneuvering around these smokes. Gas Bam has come through now. Nice spray transfer. Eliminates both Jitter and Rico. Leaving Wrath by himself now to pounce from the back of the site. He's got one. I think he has an idea of where reality is. He might not realize it by the time he gets shot. And it will, in fact, be another round for Recon5. And what an awkward round that is.
Yeah, these rounds aren't getting any cleaner or getting any more defined. Every round now seems to be a toss-up. You never really know which way it's going to go, and this is kind of like a half tipsy toe kind of round for Morning Light. They're going to get, I think, $2,900, so I don't mind this sort of investment. Just to, well, one of the pistols you're going to bait is gone. Jet has really started to pick it up in the last 3 rounds. He's won 1 specifically, now has the first pick into this. Morning Light half buy into a full buy on last. Getting nice and close now. Jazz Pimp may be in trouble, but he hangs on, and Jet's coming back for some more.
It's actually insane how long Jet's flown under the radar in North American Counter-Strike. It wasn't until really like the last few seasons that he's starting to catch his stride in the MDL level and in the semi-pro level. And he's actually insane, and he's gotten himself a 3K in the round already. Jitter with 2, but he's in a 1 versus 3 scenario. Carson is just rushing, and Neptune will peek off that chaos and catch the backside.
Carson kind of just looked like me and Pugs, right? Like my teammates say, like, no, don't push, don't. We have him stuck, and I'm just running down Banana, right-clicking a flash over top mid and nuts. Like he's such a mood, Roy.
Okay.
Oh, that is brutal.
That is. Whew, that's a hard one to swallow. Luckily, Raptors found a kill, so that evens things up in some ways. But man, they are gonna have a hard time transitioning here against double rifles.
Oh, that molly. Oh, it hits him. There is no way out. Rek has to use his smoke. That's so much utility gone from Morning Light. Nearly all their smokes. And they tried to take fights elsewhere and they lost it. Oh, this has just been an awful round for Morning Light. Not all of it's their fault either. It's just straight up utility wrecked.
Now, this is a bit of an unusual split here for Morning Light. You have the lurk. That's Rico lurking inside the halls. think they're going to throw some sort of fake. They're going to use the Tech 9 in Rico's hands to try to keep these two players here. But without him finding a kill, now they're going to try to towards top banana. They should know exactly where this is ending on that B site. Rotates are late, so Carson in reality have to really make their stand right here, and they manage at least several kills. A 2-for-2 trade. Rats has 3 to his name, and he's looking for the ace if he wants to clutch this one in this 1 versus 2, Keith.
Yeah, he knows he has to isolate a 1v1, so he's going to hope Dark Corner gives him that one-on-one and the player clearing him, and the second their spacing's just off enough. He's banking on them having no utility, and that assumption he's completely right, except the flash on Jazz Pimp, which is going to be hard to put in an effective area. He's banking on a 1v1. He's going to find the first. Ken Rath ace. In the last round of the first half, Jazz Pimp lines them up. And my fumbling of words, and Rath's just untimely peek there. Jazz Pimp will find it. He peeks into him, and Rath tried to play the angle. And you know what? Recon5 still get an 8th, but hey, not bad across the board for a T-side.
Yeah, this is kind of a classic Inferno finish, isn't it? The 8-7, as close as they can possibly get. And I do feel like this map is probably like the most balanced right now in terms of sidedness. Let's see what Recon5 have on the T side, because right now I feel like Morning Light is on the difficult path. Attacking on Inferno is always a little bit easier. Now is the real test. Recon5 doing a delayed rush towards the halls. They voted the jump spot if there was one. Now they're regrouping towards halls. The problem is the player put Rico's push towards car, and they realize that it cannot be banana, so all the players are now flooding in towards that A bomb site, and it's going to be a 5 versus 4 clash on this site.
It's on the side of default. Mid-air finds Wrath, 2 bursts to find Jitter. And that, the things I'm witnessing this game, Roy, have changed my perspective. Tex, through porch, taps away. Can he find some more? I know. He certainly wants to show that he can do it, and there we go, 3 for Tex. I told you this man was feeling it. This is going to be his half. Can he ace to get this pistol? Spinning around, finds small pit. There was a chance. There was a moment. But Carson takes his 4K. Whew.
2 4Ks in that round, and that was the they're both fighting for the round right there at the end. Tex versus Carson, the raid boss in that round. Recon5, they managed to hold on. They managed to keep their momentum rolling as Morning Light have decided to buy upkeep. They're going to go for the scout. They're going to go for the pistols and armor. They're going to go for the 5 smokes in hand. This is what I call the delay strategy buy, right? Like, you're trying to delay the round as long as possible. As soon as you've delayed it, you can start using your smokes. They really choke out the round, really force Recon5 to make harsh decisions. That's where you get to punish them with the pistols and the deagles. They do also have to worry about that scout in Tex's hands, right? You don't want to expose yourself too much. You already have jet tag to 77. 1 or 2 more tags by that scout, and this round is looking flippable.
I imagine those B players are really close to using some utility. It's gotta happen soon. I see Wrath. In the meantime, Wrecked. Don't want to mix people up, Roy. Through the smoke, finds Neptune and Boiler. A little bit of luck goes a long way, because now Morning Light can just shuffle back, not playing towards Arch anymore. Not playing towards Porch. And Recon5 going to be grouping on the last smoke, first and last smoke used towards B. Morning Light get the info to rotate in time. It comes down to rotates with buys like this, and no one's budging.
1 for 1 for Rat. Jitter on the high ground with a 5-7. It could be deadly, but he's not able to find a single kill. And with that, Recon5 have evened up the ground. 3 versus 3. The smokes will fade soon here for Recon5, but the bomb will be planted before that. Oh, does not stop the plant. Okay. He has been seriously wounded. This is actually incredibly possible here by Morning Light.
Reality, long range with back 10. Carson holds GT, swings around. Tex giving chase. Carson just wants to live. Save this AK. It's kind of a big deal. Money matters right now. They're not as well off as they were. Carson beautifully timed on the peak. Gets the countdown from his teammate. 3K from Carson. 4K to 3K. He's up to 17 now. Recon5 hit double digits themselves, 10. And Morning Light's going to have to take a eco. Hopefully talk about what they want to do in the next rifle. I imagine the op will make an appearance. And Recon5 with the back 10s. Ooh, it smells like money.
Milk machines are here, Keith. Here they come. Back 10 leading the way. There's still a player underneath the porch. He will find one. That is some money denied here for reality. But I think in the grand scheme of this round, it's not going to matter too much.
Clean up crew. Neptune stealing all the money, though. Right? He hits the 3K on the AK. It's a lot of money that could have been made.
True, actually. Extra 900 bucks that could have made. Quick math.
I appreciate you.
Now, I really don't think that the op is even a possibility here for Morning Light, even if they wanted it, unless they want to go glass cannon. But typically against the Mac 10s, you probably don't want to do that.
I don't think you want to know what this pause reason is for.
Now I'm really curious.
He just typed AFK, sorry. Like,
and they unpause it. Okay.
yeah, and he came
Fair
back.
play.
Hey. Rifles out, no Oproy, elects to not go glass cannon. Recon5 stick with the 3 Mac 10s. And, ooh, you know the pace is going to stay quick. That set execute from alt mid, flashes over, smokes to pursue. As Jazz Pimp's going to come porch, the first 2 Mac 10s go through arc. The molly into pit's going to put Rec in a weird spot. Rico can't really help it. A double molly. Jazz Pimp comes flying onto his screen. They couldn't trade for reality. They bind the player in pit. They deal with the rotator. And it's Wrath and Jitter. What a set piece from Recon5 clearly put together for that buy. And they just phase out Morning Light.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught that too, but as soon as they're turning that corner on Moto, the flashbang came in to blind Mini Pit, which probably would have completely decimated them had he not been blinded. Now the 2 versus 4 is a highly unfavorable scenario here for Morning Light, and they really just have to consider the save. Their odds are not with them. They don't have a kit. And yeah, they're just going to abandon. And just like that, Recon5 is stealed around away, and they get some weapon upgrades for those Mac 10s too. They pick up an M4, an A1, and an A4. Oh, not bad. Terrorists win.
Ooh, do Morning Light. I don't think they buy around this, right? I think they let this go, and I think it's a little too late to give chase. It's already 4 rounds in a row for Recon5 on their Seaside. You're down. You don't want to be out. So I appreciate the Armored Eagles. Try to make the M4s worth it, and if you get an AK, you at least have that armor behind it. A little bit of team damage. Oh, the luck's already on Morning Light's side. That nade at the beginning. And it's never lucky when you nade your teammates.
True. Bad karma, they say, Keith. Now, Neptune is fishing, Keith. He's a fisherman. He is young, but he's got patience of a fisherman, and it pays off for him as Jitter gets caught trespassing. Now, the other problem is... Oh, wait. Oh, Tex and Rad. But they can't convert. Reality holding down the spray. It's not favorable. Jasmine to close off the round. So, all things considered, only 2 casualties here for Recon5. And we see ourselves in almost a reverse situation that Morning Light was in, right? On their T side is... Look how wealthy Recon5 is. They have a ton of cash.
Yeah.
Reality's still at 8.1k. Carson's 10,000 after the buy. Like, they have no stress, no repercussions for any sort of risk they want to take. And this is typically where you start to find teams doing like really unexpected, highly risk, high reward plays when there's really no economic repercussions for it. Now, Jitter's already been dated down to 34 HP on the banana defenses. And that's going to mean that if he lingers here for these battles, it might not end favorably. The Molotov now cuts the fallbacks. Now they're forced to take this fight, Keith.
No. Oh, and it's going to fall apart for Morning Light. That Molly couldn't have come at a better time from Carson. They're now going to execute, and it's an immediate save. Tex with his Oproy. When your CT side Opera doesn't get to fire a shot, Recon5, look how much, a little damage in reality they took. No pun intended. But they barely took any damage from the nades early, use their own, flush Morning Light into them, and that's how you secure a 14. Morning Light cannot afford to go for this. And
Yeah.
those are the risks I suppose you're exactly talking about.
I mean, that was a 5-man banana. Like, their risks there were very minimal. But the thing that I want to see Recon 5 doing is beginning to hunt, right? Like you have an A4, you have two A4s actually. You might as well just start using these to hunt down the weapons, right? And keep the economic pressure up, keep the economic chokehold onto Morning Light. Building bank beyond what they have seems almost pointless to some degree at this point. They have the billionaire problem, Keith. Too much money, and they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. Maybe start with minimum wage and go up from there. I don't know. I'm no economy expert. Maybe start buying pistols. Hitting max money is never efficient. There's always something you can buy or something you can drop. Smoking towards mid. Gonna keep Recon5 back. And what a flash and peek from Carson. Do they just tell him to go on a certain part of the map and just do what he wants? Because it kind of feels like that. He just self-flash, self-peek, took the 1v1, is okay to get traded back when they had a man advantage. Maybe that wasn't allowed. But up to that, it was just kind of crazy.
I mean, that's kind of the X factor, right? Like you have a 7-round lead right now. You might as well not obey any laws of counter strike, and Neptune is just, yeah, you don't push on Neptune. Like he's just too fast for that. All down to Rec now. Position spotted. You know exactly where he is. And it's Jet to pluck him out of the server, delete him with the op, and Recon5. Not only do they find themselves at match point early, Keith, they also have Morning Light in a really uncomfortable scenario here. They have two ops out, yes, but Jitter's on Glass Cannon. Rico's down to an ump. Hex is going to buy an M4 here, most likely. And Wrath is on an XM. So this is a Walmart bundle family pack if I've ever seen one, Keith.
Oh, this is, yeah, a bit weird. Definitely skimmed on the utility. But hey, hopefully bought enough. Don't tell me Carson does it again. He catches Jitter with a flash and almost pre-fires. His nade deals damage onto Wrath. In the meantime, towards mid, the trades are going down. Recon5. You know what? Trading 1-for-1, dealing this much damage, although they don't know how much they've done. Maintaining the map control and now getting another. This is such a beautiful start to the round. Rico, will he get out untraded? He's falling all the way to Little, but he's completely alone out here. And it doesn't look like Recon5 can really punish him for that yet.
Okay. Using the Molotov to push player out of the position. Rico is in such an uncomfortable scenario right now, having only an ump in mini pit. Luckily, he does have support from Jitter all the way from library. However, one smoke cut that off, but Jet catches Rico, getting a little bit antsy now, and Jitter is holding down the angle. A nice patience from Recon5 as they look to transition to that A bomb site, but doing their due diligence in the process.
Yeah, Carson's not here with the bomb yet. There was a gap on the left side, so it has to be resmoke from Carson. He hears Wrath actually giving charge. He's going to come back and do this. Yep. Heads up with Carson, and then finds the last on Jitter. Carson turned it around. That was his T-side from start to finish.
Whew. Wow. And that's kind of what we were talking about, right? To some degree, is the T-sides of Inferno are so slippery at this level of play in North America, right? I mean, even in Europe, we find the same kind of trend. Is like, as soon as you lose track of the money, as soon as you can't really get anything going on your defense, it seems like you're always playing behind. Constantly. You can never catch up to the tactics. Your money can never catch up. And it seems like every time you think you've adapted, well, a switch of pace is happening from the T side. And as soon as you fall into that, okay, now these guys have $7,000 to $10,000. It's like, nah, you can never predict what they're doing because they're just going to keep disrespecting you, keep forcing fights. They're happy to take the 1-for-1 trades, right? But I mean, I don't think there's much else to say. I think that Morning Light was doing well on their T sides. However, their defense just crumbled at the aggression that Recon5 was putting.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. I think Recon5 is a team that I didn't know too much about. Like, I knew who was on the team, but I didn't know if they were actually well-structured. Clearly, they are. And Morning Light, unlucky back-to-back Inferno losses. That's probably going to make them put that in the workshop and probably not pick it for a little bit, refine it a little bit more, because back-to-back, probably same flaws that got abused. They're probably upset about it.
Oh, for sure. I don't think an L will ever taste well for anyone, Keith.
It's true.
But that is all the action that we have for you. Hopefully you have enjoyed the content. If you have, please follow our socials: Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We are everywhere here to provide you some content. So follow along, follow us on the socials, of course, and follow this beautiful man. His ad's down here below. Mine is here as well, and our producer, observer, Melanie. And we will see you tomorrow, bright and early, for some EU action, Key. 12 p.m. Eastern. It's about 12 hours from now. We will be back live for some more EU action for week 2 of season 4 of Winners League. For now, we are out of here. Good night, good morning to you guys in Europe, and we'll see you soon. Some EU action.